We are live. Welcome back to another edition of Earle Sports Bets. And today it is episode 14 of the MLB season previews 2023. We are almost done with the American League. We're going to be doing both the Rangers and the Athletics tonight. We'll be doing the Rangers show. And then afterwards, it's going to be like a 5-10 minute break in between. And then we're going to do the Athletics. So we may do that a little bit with some of the National League teams to get them done because we're coming up on spring training pretty quick, 12 days away, or opening day, 12 days away. So holy crap. But yeah, with that being said, we got the Texas Rangers today. Let's take a look what the Rangers did last year real quick.
They're awful.
Yeah, they were awful last year. But let's take a look what they did last year, and then we'll get into what they did this year. This was a 68-win baseball team last year. 68-94 they finished, 38 games behind. All right, let's get into this one here. Additions and subtractions. Reliever Will Smith. I kind of actually like that addition there. Robbie Grossman, nice little veteran bat. Yoshitomo Suzuko, very underwhelming with the Pirates.
Yep.
Nathan
I don't know
Eovaldi, super reliable Nathan Eovaldi. Always healthy Jacob deGrom. Andrew Heaney. And they re-signed Martin Perez. Their losses are Kohei Arihara, Eli White, and AJ Alexei. So they didn't really lose too much. I know the name that everybody sees on this list, Jacob deGrom. Congratulations, you're going to be paying him, $40-50 million a year the next 5 years for him to maybe start 20 games. Like, I'm not confident in him staying healthy. Watch, now that he's away from the Mets, he's going to play every single game and he's going to make every single start. He's going to be the best he's ever been. But with that being said, you just paid somebody $45 million a year, I believe it is, who made all of 4 starts last year, and he's made all of 12 the last couple of years. So there you go. Nathan Eovaldi, I do not trust him whatsoever. I don't think he's very reliable.
No, you don't like Nathan Eovaldi?
Nah. Yeah, Andrew Heaney, I mean, he was only good. He was only good with the Dodgers. I mean, this is somebody who's been extremely inconsistent his entire career. With the Angels, he was bad. With the Yankees, he was bad. He was good with the Dodgers, but the Dodgers make a lot of players look good. So, I mean, when we touch on the Dodgers, they have somebody that maybe looked at as a little bit of a project that I think might have a really good year, Syndergaard. But when it comes to pitchers, the Dodgers seem to be able to fix pitchers. Let's see if Andrew Heaney can translate it to the Rangers here. I mean, Martin Perez, he had a good year, but can he duplicate it is the question mark. They didn't really lose too much. But overall here, I think they added decent players, but massive question marks. Because these players can be good if they are at their full potential and healthy. Not pointing anybody out, but the healthy-wise, number 48. But this is a Rangers team where health is going to be very important to them and consistency, and I just don't know. I feel like they could have gotten more reliable players, but that's just me. What's your thoughts here?
It shows that the Texas Rangers are not afraid to spend money. Nathan Eovaldi has had solid starts. He's had solid seasons, and I think at this point, getting away from Boston is going to be a big help for Nathan Eovaldi. I really like Martin Perez. I liked him last year. He made us a bunch of money last year. Jacob deGrom, I know everybody's probably going to show up to this show just to hear what we have to say about him. He left. The Texas Rangers were willing to give him a lot more money and more time than the Mets were, and he took it. At the end of the day, this is a business. He needs to do what he can to secure the bag. Mets were only going to give him 2 to 3 years. He got 5 with the Rangers. He did what he needed to in order to secure the bag. Is he going to be in the playoffs or anything? No. I do not believe in any of that stuff. But he did what he needed to. That's all. I have no hate towards him. I don't hate him. He was a free agent, or he opted out of his contract. We knew he was going to. Maybe he wasn't cut out for New York. But he's gonna. Hey, Texas, when he's healthy, you got the best pitcher in baseball. So when he's healthy, you got the best pitcher in baseball with Jacob deGrom. Will Smith, I like that addition. Grossman, I really like that addition. I think Tetsuko, being out of Pittsburgh is going to be great for him. And Heaney, we'll see whether or not he could be consistent. But I love Terry coming in with the jokes.
Wait, I got a response to this.
Hell no, to the no.
No, not gonna happen.
Well, let's head to more of this Texas Rangers team.
Yeah, one thing I will say very positive about the Rangers. Okay, cool. Is they have a great farm system. Number 7 ranked in baseball. Josh Jung, the 34 prospect, is due up this year. Third baseman. Evan Carter, outfielder, number 41. He's due up next year. Owen White, a right-handed pitcher, due up this year. Luis Angel Acuna, number 71, due up next year. Jack Leader.
Yes, Vanderbilt product.
From Vandy, number 78, due up next year. Brock Porter, right-handed pitcher, number 94 prospect. He's in.
I believe Brock Porter was also a Vandy product.
Yeah, and also keep in mind this team also has Kamar Rocker in their farm system as well.
Yes,
which is not listed on the top prospects, but I think is a very good pitcher and is going to have a good career when he is up there. Question is when
he was a Maryland product. Maryland,
yeah. He was, yeah. But yeah, looking at it, they have a great farm system. I will give them that, and I am looking forward to seeing what Mr. Leader does, because I remember watching him go toe for toe in the super regionals with Gavin Williams, if I remember right. Or no, was that Kamar Rocker that went toe to toe with Williams?
I think it was Rocker, but I'm not 100% sure. That one,
and I think it was Leader and Wisenhunt, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know
that year.
That was a while.
But yeah, overall, this is a great farm system. But when you've sucked for so long, I would hope you have a good farm system.
Yeah, I really don't have much to say about the thing. I'm excited to see what Jack Leader does when he comes up, and Kamar Rocker, who's not part of this list, when he comes up. And I think that Owen White kid could be pretty solid too. But we'll see how it goes. Yeah,
which we'll move on here to the starting lineup, the rotation, and the bullpen here. This is all according to Fangraphs. The leadoff hitter, Marcus Semien, Corey Seager, Nathaniel Lowe, Adolis Garcia. Great for top 4 of the lineup.
Yes.
And then Josh Jung, Jonah Heim, Robbie Grossman, Brad Miller, Bubba Thompson. What? Oh. I mean, it just falls off a freaking cliff after the first 4 hitters here.
And you'll notice something with the rotation. It's kind of the same deal.
Yeah, and it looks like this lineup is very easy to pitch to, I think. I think this is a lineup that's very easy to pitch to. That's just me, though.
No, you're right.
The rotation. Jacob deGrom, when healthy, is the best pitcher in baseball.
Correct.
Martin Perez, he had a career year last year. Let's see if he does that again this year.
Correct.
And then question mark. John Gray, Nathan Eovaldi, Andrew Heaney. I have a feeling I'm going to make a lot of money betting against those guys.
I think John Gray could be solid.
Yeah. I don't know with the back end of this rotation. Perez and deGrom, sure. But the bottom 3, I don't see it. And then the bullpen is terrible. Cole Reagans, Joshua Boards, Taylor Hearn, Will Smith. I like that pickup from Atlanta.
Yeah.
Josh Barlow, Brock Burke, Jonathan Hernandez, Jose Leclerc. That's your closer? Man, you want deGrom to get fucked when he goes 6-7 good innings and then the bullpen blows it for him. Like, really? That's just what you're asking for. Good job. You went out and got a great starting pitcher. You have no support behind him.
Nothing.
So I am not very high on this team. If you're going to be backing the Rangers this year, first 5 only, this bullpen sucks. Similar to what we mentioned with the Angels, this bullpen is terrible. So with that being said, that's my thoughts on this. I think that the lineup's very top heavy, the rotation's very top heavy, and the bullpen is trash. What's your thoughts?
No, I'm exactly on that same page. I like Semien, I like Seager, I like Lowe. Garcia's hit or miss. that bottom of that lineup is not ideal. And when it comes to it, it's the same deal with the rotation. DeGrom, best pitcher in baseball when healthy. Martin Perez, solid pitcher. What are we going to get from the rest of them? That's my big question. I don't know what we're going to get. And when it comes to it, I don't know. So I'm not super high on this Rangers team. They're very, very top heavy. And we normally see top heavy teams. I don't think it's going to work, but that's just
They
me.
just don't have the depth if they get hurt. Absolutely.
Yeah, no, not at all.
All right. So let's ask the ultimate question here, Tim. How are we going to make money betting this team's futures? Their win total is 82.5. We'll get into that. To make the playoffs, minus 230 to miss it, plus 190 to make it. To win the West, plus 750 to win the American League, 18-1 to win the World Series, 41. I want nothing to do with the bottom three. If it wasn't so juiced, I would bet the not to make playoffs and give me under 82.5 wins. This was a 68-win baseball team. Do we really think adding DeGrom and Eovaldi and Will Smith really makes this team 14 games better than last year?
No.
Especially when you may get 6 starts from DeGrom. Like, we know his history. It's only going to be a matter of time before his elbow hurts or his whatever. Like, I mean, I've seen nothing but injury after injury after injury with him. So do we really think the additions they've made has made them 14 games better like some people think? My answer is pretty simply no. This is my favorite, probably my favorite futures. And if I'm not careful, I might put 1.5 or 2 units on it. Under 82.5 wins for the Texas Rangers. I think this team is at best a 75-win baseball team. And I'll probably be looking to fade them throughout most of the season. So under 82.5 wins is probably my favorite bet in the American League.
Do we have do you know what their win total was last year?
I do not.
All right. Because that's what I kind of compare it to is what did the books think last year? What do the books think this year? And use that as the difference. Not necessarily what they did last year, but where the books had them last year. Yeah, I don't think this team's an over 500 baseball team. I think they're going to get a bunch of solid starts out of Martin Perez and Jacob deGrom when healthy. Other than that, I don't really know what you're going to get. And I don't think they're going to be scoring super high because they got a good first couple, and then that lineup.
You can always pitch around them.
Yeah, you don't have to go after them. So this is kind of a team that I'm not necessarily too impressed with, and yeah, I'm gonna add it to. I'm gonna have the under as well. I think this is an under 500 baseball team. I still think they're a couple years out and a piece or two off. And when I say a piece or two, a consistent piece. They need something that is going to have longevity, and I don't think most of the pieces they grabbed was necessarily that good. So Rangers under the 82.5 for me.
I love that look. I think that this team is going to be 4th place in the American League West. I think the Angels are better than them, and that says a lot because the Angels are not very good. Actually, my bad. The Angels have a full-rounded lineup. Like the Angels have a 1 through 8 that's pretty good.
Yeah.
The Rangers do not.
No, not even close.
The only thing the Rangers have better is probably starting pitching.
Yeah. Yes.
My bad. Top 2 starting pitching.
Yes.
Top 2 starting pitching. Because
Yes.
when we're comparing them and the Angels from yesterday, those are going to be the 2 teams fighting for 3rd and 4th.
Yeah.
Who would you rather have in your rotation? Actually, this is actually a pretty good question. Who would you rather have in your rotation? DeGrom, Perez, Gray, Eovaldi, and Heaney, or Ohtani, Sandoval, Anderson, Suarez, and Detmers?
I'm taking the Angels.
That's actually, Ohtani and DeGrom kind of cancel each other out. Yeah. And then probably Martin Perez is better than the second starter. But overall, the depth in the Angels is better. So I'm not very impressed by this baseball team. Under 82.5 for me on this one. But that's about it for the Texas Rangers. Anything else you want to say before we head on out for this one?
No, I'm good.
All right. We will be back in about, we'll say 10-15 minutes. We set it for 9:30. It's not actually going to be 9:30. It'll probably be more like
maybe 10 minutes. Maybe 10 minutes.
10 minutes, yeah. With everybody's favorite team, the Oakland Athletics. So that's going to do it for this one. I want to thank you guys as always for watching. I'm going to take your banner down. There we go. And I'm going to find the outro button, and I'm going to click the outro button, and we're going to head on out. See you guys in a couple minutes.